Hi everyone, my name is Treffery Brocks. I am part of the Ayurvedic Practitioner program through the Minnesota Institute of Ayurveda, and I've been studying with Dr. Treffery and Dr. Asmita as well as the other faculty for, I guess, over 3 years now, which is kind of crazy just because we're nearing the end and definitely don't want it to end, but it's kind of crazy to think that we are already here. So I guess a lot has changed in the last 3 years, aside from feeling like I knew a lot to realizing I knew nothing. So prior to coming into this practice, I had listened to podcasts and gotten books and all sorts of stuff and was trying to learn as much as I could about Ayurveda, and that's why I enrolled in the first place. Definitely thought I had a strong background, and I think the first day I realized there was so much more that I did not know. And that's humbling, but also really eye-opening. And so these last few years have definitely made my brain stretch and grow in a lot of ways, and my perspective has changed also in a lot of ways. I feel like I had heard of the doshas and dhatus and subdoshas and all of that stuff again through my podcasts, but I didn't really understand them. And it just barely scratches the surface, whereas when you are in the midst of learning through the Minnesota Institute of Ayurveda, there's so much depth to what you're learning. So understanding the dhatus, but really understanding like the sequences and the malas and the upadhatus, and then learning about srotamsi and doshas and subdoshas, and there's just so much. Again, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also can be overwhelming too. But there's just so much to learn. And aside from just like the content, we're also learning how to work with clients and dealing with the client encounters. And I think I remember being so fearful at the very beginning of having to take clients, and it was something that I wanted to do, but I wasn't really sure that I would know how to do it. And we certainly practice that a lot. So I'm really grateful to feel pretty comfortable when it comes to somebody walking into my office, or honestly, anybody just asking me a question of like, oh, I've got this going on. Do you have any recommendations? And of course, it's not really a one size fits all in Ayurveda, but it's nice to have, 5 or 6 remedies just kind of in the back of my mind, or even if they're not full-on remedies, they're ideas that I have that I know would probably work, just depending on the nature of the person. So that's been very empowering, and just kind of an interesting moment of growth that I've realized over the last few years. We've learned Sanskrit, Latin, I feel like English too, to a degree. There's so much to learn. I remember reading through my textbooks the first year and having to reread passages over and over again because there was so much Sanskrit, and the understanding of the dhatus and the malas and the subdoshas and everything just kind of wrapped into one paragraph. I remember sending one in particular to my sister and being like, I don't know how I'm supposed to learn this. There's no way. And now just reading and not really having a problem not understanding anything. So there's moments like that where I feel like just like, oh yeah, I've learned a lot, which I'm really grateful for. I feel like one of the biggest takeaways has been just working with our professors has been really easy. And I've had wonderful professors in the past, but nothing like this, where it just feels like there's a sense of camaraderie and like there's a general sense of them wanting you to do your best and wanting to see you understand, and they're willing to be patient and take the time to really make sure that you understand it and learn it. And that's just been, just a privilege to witness that somebody cares so much about this topic, and they're just so passionate that it makes us want to be more passionate too, and to learn more, and to feel free to ask questions, and to realize that nothing is like a stupid question or a dumb question. But overall, I just think, if nothing else, it's given me confidence and empowerment in understanding my own health, And I mean, I know that we're all going through our own health journeys, but it's been really impactful on my current health journey, which, yeah, I'm just very appreciative going forward. I was talking to a client the other day about how there will always be a knowledge gap for understanding the universe and life, and I think that just pertains to Ayurveda so much, and all you have to do is stay curious and willing to learn. And although we might not learn everything about Ayurveda, we can certainly learn a lot and put it to good use. So I'm very grateful. Thank you.